Hey guys, thank you for coming. Hi, this is Kim Pinkney and welcome to my channel. Okay, this is going to be a very brief live stream. I just wanted to real time show you the 100 Heads Challenge and maybe explain to those who haven't seen the other videos because they are pretty long. This is my 100 Heads challenge. I discovered this challenge. Oh my gosh, the last week of February, and I'm like, oh my gosh, ooh! And there's only 8 days left in this month, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make this a challenge for the next 8 days. So I began kind of slow, taking my time, being really chill with it, and you could tell the difference between how I began and how I ended because I was stressed. And this is a no joke. You need to give yourself plenty of time to do this. Life will get in the way. And let's go ahead and begin with this thing. And I'll just explain some stuff as I go. Well, I wanted the first one, or the first page. I didn't realize I didn't use the first page. And then I decided, you know what, let me throw Eartha Kitt on here. She's a really big inspiration. I really wanted to get this done during Black History Month, or right before the end of Black History Month. And I have never drawn so many black folks all at once ever. So it was kind of cool finding the faces and things like that. Pretty cool. So anyway, moving on. That was Eartha. The other ones that I came up with, okay, that was, and if you want to keep count, that was one. Loretta Devine is two. Marpessa Dawn is three. And as I'm going, I'm trying to speed up a bit because I know that I only have so much time to do this. Number four is Diana Ross. And I tried to put this on myself as a challenge that I had to do. I live by doing faces. I love doing faces. If I could do faces forever, I would do that. And part of my challenge to myself was not only to get it done within the 8-day period to do black people, but also to do recognizable people that it had to resemble them in some way, shape, or form. The next one I did was Angela Bassett, Omar Epps. They weren't necessarily done all at the same time or in the same place. I was trying to get creative and stuff, and then by the time I got to the end, I'm like, bump being creative, frickin' just whip it out. Some of the people I caught the names, some of them I didn't, but I know that they're famous in one way, shape, or form, or an actor or somebody in the media. This is Soraya, number 8, Megan Good. And you'll see that some people look like themselves, and then some of them, oh God, Kim, so there'll be some wins and some losses here. I've got Queen Latifah. I cannot remember her name. She's on that one show with her. And Eva Marcille. She's actress slash, well, not even an actress, she's a model. She was on like America's Next Top Model. I don't know what everybody was famous for in every show that they've been in, but I'll try my best to remember. Grace Byers from Empire. Sherry Belafonte. She's pretty much famous for being Harry Belafonte's daughter and an activist of some sort. Yeah, well, she's been in the media a bit here and there. She's gorgeous. Jennifer Hudson. Lupita Nyong'o. I did not complete her, but then again, her face is so freaking symmetrical and gorgeous that I'm thinking about doing another Lupita picture. Let's see, I got Billy D. Williams, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, Chris Rock, and Boris Kodjoe. I might be saying his name wrong. But I got into this. I wanted a pretty boy, then I wanted comedians, and then like one comedian led to another, and I just was on a roll with it. Um, let's see, Morgan Freeman, and you could tell that some of the ones that I took more time on than others. That's because I wasn't feeling the pinch at that moment. I've got Morgan Freeman, Greg Morris, Clarence Williams III, and Dewey Pigmeat Markham. And supposedly he had like the first rap album back in the day, I guess you could say. So those are those guys there. We're up to 24. And this book only has 25 pages. So some people, I doubled up and tripled up and just threw 5 here, 4 there. Let's see. This was Stymie from Little Rascals, but I missed catching his name. This is the girl from Beasts. Something about Beasts. I can't remember. Beasts in the Wild or something like that. This was What You're Talking About, Willis. Gary Coleman. And I just was trying to get some kid stars in there just to give some diversity in the age groups and stuff. Storm Reed and Kelly Shane Williams. She was Laura. That's all I remember her as is Laura. I never knew her name. And it's cool about this. As I was finding people to draw and sources, I started just doing searches on famous people, famous black people, and so I learned a bit more about folks, and even other people were able to give me some suggestions. So I love martial arts. I love the beauty of it. I love the discipline. I don't have any of it, and I hate getting hit. So I never really got into it myself, but I love drawing it. I love drawing the female form, the male form, anthropomorphic forms in doing poses and things like that. It's just freaking amazing. So guys that were in the martial arts field, black people, I've got Jim Kelly, Vic Moore, Timac from The Last Dragon, Michael Jai White, who was in what's his name, I keep wanting to say S.H.I.E.L.D., but it's not S.H.I.E.L.D. It'll come to me. Marvel hero, superhero. I can't remember. I am so sorry. Words are hard on Friday, especially when I'm so freaking stressed. I'm supposed to be somewhere and I can't because I don't have all the documents, so I'm like really frustrated. It'll come to me. Spawn! Spawn! Ha ha! Ha ha! It didn't wait until 2 o'clock in the morning to come to me. It was Spawn, one of my favorite movies, and the cartoon I had liked, but I never got to read the comic books per se. Not as much as I'd like to. Let's see. Vic Moore and Moses Powell, I believe that was his name, down here. I have Grace Jones, Iman, Jasmine Guy, Michelle Obama, what gets me is the only two, well, these 3 kind of resemble each other, but for some reason drawing at this angle was really freaking awkward. So if you ever do this challenge, make sure you get paper that is a good size where you're feeling comfortable, got enough pages to accommodate the challenge, or the creativity to accommodate the challenge. I've got B.B. King, Bessie Smith, Ray Charles, and Little Richard. And like it hits and misses and stuff. Like I came across black folks I've never seen or heard of before, and it was pretty enlightening. This is like the best Black History Month ever, because all the other ones, you hear about the real famous ones, but you don't hear about some of the more obscure artists and people that were pinnacles in their field. And anyway, Blackula. I couldn't find another horror person that was of color. And watch, people will start whipping it out. But if you could think of any, that'd be cool. Yeah, Blackula. I wanted to get like the blaxploitation type thing going on too, but creativity had to take a back seat. Okay, rappers. There were so many that popped up that I just could not. I was like, whatever. I just picked the first couple that I could. I was gonna do like 10 of each, like 10 female rappers, 10 male rappers, and you know, just do it by genres and stuff like that. Never got around to doing his freaking head. But yeah, I've got 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, Biggie Smalls, Tupac, DMX, and a little boy came up to me on the bus, and he wants a picture of Biggie Smalls and Tupac together. So expect that in the future. I'll probably be whipping that out after I do my Ariana Grande. On this one, I stuck on as many heads as I could. I have Common, Ice-T, Mr. T, Lauryn Hill, Taraji, Tony Braxton, and Too Short without his sunglasses and all that crazy hair. That's the one I wanted to do, but I didn't have a high enough res picture. Moving on, I've got Missy Elliott, and I loved her pink pimp hat. I've got Eve, Mary J. Blige, Nicki Minaj, and Da Brat. I was on the bus on some of these, so my lines are maybe jumbled or whatnot, or I just couldn't really just get the shape of the face and stuff like that just right. You'll see that when I come to Muhammad Ali. Oh my gosh. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, look like you've been stung by a bee. I got Luther in his skinnier time. I've got John Legend. These are all by this point here doing like the 5-minute, 10-minute quick draw. So this was a lot to get in 5 and 10 minutes. So the ones that are the roughest, like this one, John Legend, was done quickly in 5 minutes, whereas Aretha, I gave her 10 minutes. So you can see the difference between the times. And then someone like, and I got Stevie Wonder and Jane Kennedy. These are people that I saw when I was growing up on TV and whatnot. Minnie Riperton, this was a 5-minute one. Whitney Houston, I tried to go as fast as I could on this one. Prince was about an hour and a half. And you can just see the difference between these guys. 5 minutes here versus an hour. You know, Nelson Mandela, he did not look like, you know, I just was not getting it properly. So, but I can't beat myself up because it's like, it's really good practice doing those quick draws. Mae Jemison, Donnell Jones, I can't remember what he was famous for. R&B, I think. I can't remember. Moms Mabley, she was very raunchy, like lady. Woo, boy, she was raunchy. My mom had a comedy album of hers and of Millie Jackson. She would sing and talk smack and tell jokes, but you don't hear nothing about these people anymore. So it was kind of like an honor to do a quick draw of some of these people. Max Robinson, he was a newscaster back in the day. Jordan Peele, John Morton Finney, he was a lawyer. Practiced until he was like 108 or some crap like that, 106, 108, something like that. JZA, and I came across him not only because he's a rapper, but or in a group. He did calculus. You know, it's in one of my live streams. Moving forward, I've got Marsha M. Anderson. She was, I think, a general of some sort. I can't remember. Jackie Robinson, Denzel Washington. You can tell the 5-minute ones here. Janelle Monáe. Really frickin' dirty and quick. And I tried to come up with a system on how to do these 5-minute quick sketches and stuff. So it's like the first minute you kind of get their basic shape, and the minute after that you want to kind of throw down some solid lines of where they actually are. And then the last couple minutes, you want to go ahead and render the crap out of it as fast as you can. So that was my way of trying to get through the 5-minute sketches. Muhammad Ali I was doing on the bus, and I was being jostled and so much. And for some reason, the bus driver was riding on the brake, so we were constantly doing this sort of thing. So I was like, oh crap. Big Leslie, freaking funny. This was supposed to be Rihanna. I got Barry White going on right here. Nichelle Nichols, lots of 5-minute work here. Manuel Lewis, I kind of cheated a bit, so I gave him about 8 minutes. Foxy Brown, I cannot remember this girl's name, but she was also in the same movie as Storm Reed. I think she played the bully. Esther Roll from Good Times. She was the mom from Good Times, and she has this sad, sad smile that was so freaking hard to capture. Cab Calloway, his pictures were very bright, and I mean, he looked almost Caucasian. It was amazing. But you know, I had to try to capture that smile, and that's about 5 minutes there. Sid the Kid, 5 minutes. And it was so much easier getting the likeness and stuff down once I had kind of gotten a rhythm of it. It's like, boom, go ahead and get the shape. Boom, solidify it with the lines. And then boom, render the crap out of it and hope that everything comes out symmetrical and stuff. And once I stopped and then came back to try it, I had a hard time getting back into that rhythm again. So here's Sylvia Robinson. I cannot remember this actress's name, but she plays Abby on Sleepy Hollow. Whoopi Goldberg, had to throw Whoopi in there. She was in San Diego, and I had gone to this coffee shop after school. It just opened up. It was Grassroots, and they loved them some Whoopi. She was a staple in there. She was one of their regulars or whatnot. I can't remember the name of the place, but it was pretty cool. It's just a little hole in the ground. You would never have noticed it. This is Roscoe Lee Brown. He was an actor. I've seen him in so much stuff. Ben Vereen. I should have captured a really good one. I wanted to capture him with a top hat and stuff like that. He had a top hat like in this area right here, and I'm like, this is a 5-minute sketch, Kim. You don't have time. Robert Guillaume or Guillaume. I'll never Guillaume. Every time his name is spelled like Guillaume, but it's probably Guillaume or something like that. He played Benson, and his picture was so dark and fuzzy that I just tried to capture it dark and fuzzy. There was no really cleaning it up, so it's kind of cool how it came out. Anyway, the last one here is Janet Jackson doing her best, I guess, impression of Marilyn Monroe, and that is my 100 pictures. And just because I can't believe that's 100. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. In case I didn't count right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This just blows my mind. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. It's amazing. 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. And it kills me that I couldn't do the hair. I didn't have time. Oh, God, it kills me. Okay, so 60, 60, where would I leave off? Yeah, 60, 59, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and Lady 100. Alrighty, you guys, thank you so much for popping in and seeing my bad drawings. Definitely a challenge. If I ever do something like this again, I'll want to take my time and do this. That way I give myself a chance to, you know, whip stuff out and get it going on and just do it justice. Doing quick sketches, at first I was thinking, you know what, this is a waste of paper. There's so many times I wanted to quit this challenge, but I'm like, it's only 8 days. You can do this. You can do this. Make the time. Make the frickin' time. And there were so many times when I didn't think I could do it. But Tattooed Hearts believed in me. And believe in yourself. Give yourself a chance. There will be times when you'll be like, oh my God, I'm so bored with this. But push through that and make it fun. No one says that it has to be like human heads. These could be heads that are humanized heads. It could be anthropomorphic heads. You know, whatever you decide to make your challenges be. Have some fun with it. I definitely learned how to draw 10 times faster. I did learn that I could accomplish more. You just have to find that way of skinning the cat. And I don't want to waste paper. You know, just because I want something to be visually stimulating. If I want it to look like somebody, I want to be able to take the time and make it really just look like the person. You know, and there were just times when I was just grabbing a face. Oh, they look black. Let me throw them in there. Now, there was one in the speed drawing video, the final video. You'll see that I had put Raven Simone like right here and then erased her. I did that because of some of the comments that she had made in the past. That she had said that, you know, she claimed to be everything but black. And this is Black History Month, and I didn't have room for folks that can't identify with who they truly are. And you know what? However she feels, that's the way she feels, but this is how I feel, and I'm like, and I loved her character on The Cosby Show. Loved her character, Olivia. And then I had to think, you know, I'm not drawing Olivia, I'm drawing the actress who played Olivia, who just happened to be Olivia in that picture. And it's just hard to separate that child from the adult that is today. And I was like, okay, judgment call. You know, I could have left her in there, but I'm like, no, she's got to go. So Laura was always fun. I was going to throw Urkel in there. I mean, I wanted to throw the Jackson 5 in there. There's so many people I wanted to do. And if you feel froggy, I have a link in my description on some of the faces that inspired me, some of the faces that I wanted to touch, and then some of the faces that I did. So you'll be able to, like, if you wanted to, pause one of the videos and go, that don't look like Willis. That don't look like Arnold. What are you talking about, Kimmy? Anyway, that is what I've got. The next one I'd like to do, if I do another 100 head of anything, would probably be cartoon characters. I'd like to do more cartoon characters, not just like anime, but actual like American cartoons, maybe even from that design my own character, reimagine a character, something fun like that. But anyway, if you do decide to do the 100 head video, I'd love to see it. Send me a link. I'll go and check it out, and I'll like it, even though, you know, even if you think it sucks, you never know. You could be inspiring the next person to do a 100 head challenge or to become better at drawing. So yes, this challenge will make you better at drawing. It will frustrate the crap out of you. So make sure that you either do the 100 heads in maybe 100 days, or 100 heads in 10 days. The 2 extra days would have made a big freaking difference. But I just about knocked myself over and want to cry because I know I could do better. Especially when I have a picture like this among pictures like these. I know I could have whipped out something a lot better. But I can't beat myself up. 5 minutes is 5 minutes. And desperation is what desperation will always be. So again, you guys, just let me know what you think. If you'd like to try the challenge, or if you have a different type of challenge in mind, let me know. Something that'll drive us equally crazy and that you wouldn't mind seeing. The next thing I'm going to be drawing is going to be Ariana Grande and Biggie Smalls and Tupac and stuff, because of the pictures that I showed earlier. But if you guys would like to see a person drawn from beginning to end, and maybe drawn poorly, I don't know, let me know. If you want to kind of do this technique, what I did is I drew with a 0.5 pencil because it's got thin lines. I have got to learn to put the damn caps back on these. I used a micron. This was just about the size of my leads. So using this was great for doing eyelashes, doing deep pictures of beards and little images like this, where it takes like little tick marks to get that facial hair in there. Really great for that. I used a charcoal pencil to get these tones here, and then when I needed it to be super light, I got a light pencil. This is a 6H. It's a hard pencil, and what it does is that no matter how hard you press, it's still going to come out light. This is the hardest I'm pressing on Lil Wayne's hat here, and it's still a light tone. I use this a lot for skin tones when I'm doing portraits. And if you use it lightly, let's see, we'll use it on, let's see, there's somebody who I haven't done. Let me pick on somebody I haven't. Let's see, on John Legend, I've got him like the bare basics here, but to soften up these hard lines, you can go through with this pencil, and you can kind of establish a skin tone, and leaving white of the paper, the white of the paper as your lightest color. So you can make your black folks look black. You can give tones to your lightest people without having to use a blending stump and then hope that it doesn't pick up too much or smear too much. But what I would do is I would end up using the blending stump in certain places like this to smooth it out, blend those tones together. And then if I needed it to be a little bit lighter, this would kick in. And then I could always use my kneaded eraser. Wherever there may have been a highlight, I could lighten it up. Let's see, if I have to get rid of my stray lines, this was excellent. And it didn't leave dust. So a kneaded eraser is really good. It's kneaded. And then let's see, what else did I use? And then when I didn't want it too hard, like too hard of a black, the darker the black, the softer this pencil was, the more it would blend. Like the charcoal would really come out really fast. But this is graphite. It's dark, and it could act as an in-between between the charcoal and this this light pencil. So you can play with gradients with this. You just got to have the time to do it. And then you see the difference between taking a few more minutes, a few more seconds, versus just going all ham on it. All right. Anyway, that is what I used. All these things are pretty inexpensive. Even the Micron was like maybe $2. So a charcoal pencil will help you get some really good textures. Using let's see, so also one of the things that I did to get through this was using lines instead of blending. That also gives it a different look. It gives it action, it gives it texture. Like right here with DMX, he looks like he's on fire, I say. He's got lots of lines, lots of action going on. He's also very dark-skinned, so compared to like Tupac. So like if I needed to set him apart from Tupac, sorry about that, bringing this stuff close together. Let me bring this down some. Yeah, so it's like charcoal is a good friend, and I tried not to use my fingers, because your fingers have oils, and it can also leave marks on your other pictures. Not to mention, it's kind of greasy, and you may have splotches left over from your finger, just your finger. So I encourage you not to use your finger, but to use a blending stump of some sort. And they can be pretty cheap too. So that's pretty much what I used for this challenge. Every now and then I would throw in a colored pencil, and I would use that as a, you know, to bring a little bit of depth to it. I like the blue and I like the purple. Anything more than that, like yellow, would be a little bit too bright. So I stayed away from that. Red would have been kind of strange, and I didn't want to use like typical colors like skin tones and stuff. I want to be able to let your mind and your eye just kind of take in the tones, and let the tones be the thing that brings out the face. So there's just other things that you can do in this challenge. Next one could be a color challenge. I've seen people do digital. Whatever floats your boat in order to better your artwork. And I was also about to cheat and do caricatures. Caricatures, I can distort. As long as I kept the essence of what these people look like, a caricature would be kind of fun too. His bottom lip bothers me. It looks like he's sticking out his tongue. Like for anybody else, it would look like they're sticking out their tongue, but this is his bottom lip. Anyway. You guys, thanks again for watching, and I wish you the best in your endeavors. And the next video I will be doing will be a Crayola version of Ariana Grande. I'll see you guys in the next video. More than likely it'll be this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. I might have to wash clothes, so it might end up being Sunday. Again, thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing and letting me know what you think. It really makes a difference, and we can grow together with this. If you've had any problems in coloring or drawing, or would you just like to learn my way of coloring, drop me a line in any of the videos that you catch. It's like, I'd like to learn more about this. I want to see another video with you doing blah blah blah. If you'd like to see me use Prismacolor, I haven't done that in a long time, and that definitely will give us a different look on things as well. So let me know what you think, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Again, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you later. I gotta go and look for my birth certificate. This sucks. Take care, you guys. The struggles of those who cannot stay organized.